Welcome back to Final Fantasy IX. We're finishing up Pandemonium. Hooray! No more teleport puzzles.
Yeah, and this is why I said the dungeon was only kind of a dungeon, because it was really short. One puzzle and then a teleport maze.
Well, if I remember correctly, none of the dungeons in Final Fantasy IX have been too terribly long, which is not a bad thing. Because being in a dungeon for like 3 hours it goes past the point of being fun often and ends up being annoying. But it is getting to the end of the game, so I guess you're sort of expecting a longer sequence. I don't know.
Okay. Oh, and yeah, this is one of those sequences where whatever party members you have with you will have their own lines of dialogue. But it's boss time, and we get to fight Random Feather Dragon. I think this is the dragon that Kuja was riding at the end of Disc 1, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. Well, the same species anyway, not exactly the same one, but...
I always took it as the same one. Because I don't think Kuja... After this point of the game, Kuja doesn't have the dragon anymore. Now, granted, you could just take that as what happens later in this part, but I think it's Kuja's vessel you're specifically attacking.
I know I just said last part that a cool thing to do was to keep the fuel music going whenever you're fighting a battle, but I'm also really sick of this organ piece. So, I would have taken the boss theme at this point. I'm just gonna throw that out there, but, whatever.
Yeah, this is the Silver Dragon's the boss's name.
Yeah.
No, Silver Dragons are supposed to be good. No, it's Metallic Dragons are good dragons, Chromatic Dragons are evil dragons. No, killing a good guy. Bad. See, if you knew Dungeons and Dragons, you would have got that joke.
Nope, Amarant's first trance of the game.
I got that joke. Oh, yay. Yeah. Amarant turns... fabulous.
Purple.
What did
Amarant turns fabulous.
Do exactly?
I think it just makes his skills more powerful. I'm not really sure. I never used Amarant's traits myself. It's kind of hard to experiment with these things when they only happen at random times. I mean, look at this. Amarant trances and then he attacks and one hit kills the enemy, and we didn't even get a chance to see what his command list looks like now.
Whoa! Any reason why you had Steiner on your team, Ryan?
Not really.
Okay.
Because Steiner hasn't gotten enough screen time.
In Trance, Amarant's flare becomes Elan.
Oh, Garland is also an artificial creation. That explains it.
Yeah.
Oh, now we get the fucking boss theme.
Oh, thank God.
Time to knock him down.
Yeah. We're gonna beat up an old man.
Yeah!
Oh yeah.
Who's with me?
It wasn't just his. It wasn't just me imagining things. His arms are really, really fucking skinny, inhumanly skinny. He's
and long.
Probably
Hooray! We stole the ninja
robotic
gear.
and stuff.
Is that
Huzzah.
for Amarant? Or for?
I think it's just generic gear.
Well, I think it can. I think it's the kind of generic armor that can be worn by characters like Zidane, Amarant, and is there anyone else who dresses in that particular kind of armor? I don't know.
Maybe Freya? I don't know.
But yeah, Garland's got that sort of evil old elf wizard thing going on as far as his face goes. Now that I have an actual chance to look at it.
Well, so far he's been doing nothing to me.
Around. Oh yeah, Garland's an easy fight.
I could have got both pieces of equipment. Time to kill him.
You stole the very boots off his feet. Good job.
Yeah. You
Give me
spoke to an
those.
old man. How do you feel?
Fantastic.
Garland's probably been wearing the same boots for the last couple decades.
Critical.
So those things must reek.
Why did he jump
there?
cut?
Stop.
Because he just
Every
keeps
time.
doing... I'm just skimming across him because that's all he does.
Oh, right. Yeah, he casts stop a lot. I forgot.
Even Ryan's getting bored.
How long does it take for a character to go into trance?
A while.
Yeah.
Yeah, that depends on just how much damage they take.
My intestines.
Oh
Can't
wow,
eat
he's
that
actually got a hollowed out interior that you can see, and it's just got this glowy core in it. It's kind of like General
Yeah.
Grievous. Jesus.
It's kind of creepy. Yay, we beat up an old man.
Oh!
But you said you stole the ninja gear?
Yeah.
The dark gear is something you can also take from him as well.
Oh, that was actually pretty cool. I enjoy it when they go straight from gameplay into CG because it's a little bit... It's neat.
Yeah, it was more or less Square's thing with Final Fantasy VIII as well. Like, there were portions in Final Fantasy VIII where you could control your character over top of CG. It was pretty cool at the time. Just sort of unwieldy now, but pretty cool at the time.
So did Kuja just steal Garland's ship?
Yep. Hijacked.
Hijacked by Kuja.
I got beat up and someone stole my ride. This is not a good
Now,
day for
Garland is being hijacked by Kuja. Kuja is going to be hijacked by Necron. And presumably, if Necron lived long enough, he too would be hijacked by Ganon.
And then Ganon would say...
It's a vicious cycle.
Ganon would say, wait a minute, there's no Triforce here. Sorry to bother you.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill you anyway, but this is not here I'm looking for.
Hey, we did actually knock Garland down, though, so that's pretty nice. Oh, now we actually... Is this the first time we actually get to fight Kuja?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm surprised that
I
they
think it's at the
didn't...
very end of Disc 3, but
I'm surprised they didn't give him a unique boss fight theme for
Well,
this.
they do later.
Not till Disc 4.
Well,
you
I
know,
but that's supposed to be
here-
the final boss, but...
Yeah, but you know something? Okay, they did the same thing with Kefka, actually. Much earlier on in the game, you got to fight him, and he wasn't all that tough. In
Well-
fact, he wasn't much tougher than Kuja is here.
Well, you fought Kefka very early on in Final Fantasy VI. At that point, you don't think he's the main bad guy. You just think he's one of the Emperor's goons, if I remember correctly, right?
Well, if you played the game spoiler free back on the SNES, yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, so the fact that Kefka ends up like taking over stuff is supposed to be a surprise. So it's not really it's fitting there, I suppose. And also, if I remember correctly, Final Fantasy VI didn't really have character-specific boss fights, boss themes. It was just the big boss theme and the normal boss theme. So
Actually, there was one specific boss theme. It played when you fought Atma Weapon / Ultima Weapon on the floating continent. Yeah, but only then.
Okay. Sorry.
No, it also played during the Warren Triad.
Oh, right.
Okay,
Wait,
sorry, my bad. I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
It also played against the Warren Triad battle.
Hmm.
I like this scene because, in a way, I always took it as Kuja breaking the fourth wall, where he is deliberately provoking
Because he wants
the
to build
party
up
to
Trance,
attack
yeah.
him because he wants to build up Trance.
Yeah, he kind of is, and that's actually his end goal. It was foreshadowed when he started theorizing about Trance after Aiko's Moogle went into Trance.
Yeah, but if you think about it, shouldn't his trance end as soon as the battle's over?
Yeah,
It's a good point because his Trance lasts a hell of a lot longer than anybody else's. But I also think that the Invincible has something to do with that.
Yeah, it might.
I think, yeah, because he gains Trance in this battle, and then uses the souls that he gathers with the Invincible to keep it.
Okay, so they
Yeah.
do have an explanation as for how it works. Okay,
Yeah.
Vaguely. I don't think it's ever explicitly explained, but
they at least it's at least a hand wave. Like if they had gone without even a hand wave, I would have raised an eyebrow. But you know, whatever.
yeah. Well, there is a slight problem with that theory, though. We get the Invincible after this. We get to keep the airship. It's the
Yeah, I think
airship-
yeah, you're right about that, but I think Kuja just ingests so many souls at once that his Trance has a long battery life.
Wait, hold on a moment. We steal the Invincible from Kuja.
Yeah.
That's our
Yes.
new
Yeah,
airship.
it's the
Yes.
yeah. It's gonna be our airship for the rest of the game.
And Garnet has no problem riding in this thing.
Nope.
I think you can talk to her on board, and she'll say some stuff about it, but I'm not
She becomes
sure.
a mute again.
What happened to the old airship we had?
It's now useless.
Is the Invincible
Well,
functionally
actually-
different from the other one?
Actually, what happens with the Hildegard 3 is that Sid and the others wind up using that in the battle outside the final dungeon. and we take the invincible into the dungeon.
Okay, I suppose.
It makes more sense when you actually see the cutscenes.
Alright.
Well, I got all 3 items from him, so time to just kick his ass.
Yeah, but...
Time to send you in a trance. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's actually happening. Nice timing, John.
Well, if Zidana's trance was him going into Super Saiyan, Kuja's is going to Super Saiyan 4.
Yeah.
Well, Zidane's trance does have the whole furry body and thing going on.
Yeah, but Kuja's is red.
Oh, so he's turned Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. Or Super Saiyan God,
I thought
actually.
Super
Super Saiyan
Saiyan-
God is the red one. Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan is the blue one.
Wait,
And
they
just
literally
called
call it Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan?
They stopped
Yes.
calling it that. They
They
just call it Super Saiyan Blue now. In universe, one of the characters, I think maybe Goku himself, bites
Tries
his
to
tongue
say
while
it,
trying
yeah.
to say it, and says, "Can't we just call it Super Saiyan Blue?"
Okay, they make fun of it. Okay, good. Dragon
Well,
Ball,
yeah.
Dragon Ball, Dragon
No,
Ball.
but Ted, I think at some point they were thinking of playing it straight until
Yeah.
Everyone realized how stupid it was.
people
ba-
complained
basic-
about it.
People complained about it when the Frieza movie came out. So when Dragon Ball Super happened, they made fun of it as a way of going back on it.
Okay.
There's still
Now,
a part of me thinking Super Saiyan Blue is still a stupid name. I'll be honest.
I'm going to be honest, at this point, this blew my socks off because I didn't expect Trance to come in as a plot element. I sort of expected the game to treat it basically the same way that Final Fantasy 7 and 8 treated their limit breaks, as something that basically didn't exist outside of the battle arena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a neat
What
thing
was-
whenever
what was-
games do
was-
that.
What was really weird for me that in playing 9 for the first time and second time I guess after that, I never classified what Mog did for Aiko as going into trance. I always figured, no, that's just Mog's true form. He's an Eidolon.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily going into trance.
Oh,
It's just
no.
him reverting back to his original form.
Wait, did he just kick Garland off a cliff?
Yeah.
Yep, he really
Yeah.
knocked him down.
He knocked him down. The deep down.
Yeah, so, it's kind of funny, though, because Garland winds up suffering the same death at the hands of Kuja that Gestal suffered at the hands of Kefka. I wonder if that was intentional.
So
Yeah.
This whole game is like half of this game is like nothing but references.
So Garland is actually Go-Go. Okay, good to know.
At this point, Kuja's intent was just taking over Terra, as it absorbed Gaia and became a full planet again.
So he just wants
But
to
Garland-
take over everything.
Well, up until now, because Garland is now going to tell him,
You're gonna die, son.
you're going to die, because you're created with a time limit.
Much like the
and-
Black Mages.
This
Yeah.
sends Kuja off the deep end.
Okay. So it's like if I'm going down, I'm taking you with me kind of deal.
Yes.
Yes.
That's exactly what it is.
Oh,
Do they ever
yeah.
specify how long the genome's life cycle is supposed to be?
No.
Garland only says soon.
Okay.
And that's just for Kuja. It doesn't say specifically for Zidane or any other of them.
Well, no, if the final cutscene's to be believed, Zidane's likely to live for at least a while longer. So,
Yeah.
Well, Zidane was supposed to be Kuja's replacement, so I'm assuming he was built with a longer ticking clock inside. So, no old snake shenanigans here.
8 minutes. 8 minutes opposed to 7 minutes.
But yeah, when we say Kuja goes off the deep end, he really fucking goes off the deep end. Majin Buu off the deep end.
It's going to be a while, though.
Yeah. You know
One
that,
tree at a time.
It started with that tree. And that tree.
yeah, you know that scene where Majin Buu just holds up his hand and shoots the entire planet with beams all over the place? It's basically what Kuja winds up doing here.
Ultima for everyone. So this is what it feels like.
Yeah, and that is actually what he's using right now, the Ultima spell. And Trance Kuja's design is so cool. I just like his design.
I like it, but there's way too many fucking feathers at some point. I think he's part bird.
Oh, so he's a velociraptor.
I guess so. Like, it gets to a point where I can't tell if that's his actual hair or just an extension of the feathers.
Yeah. Well, part of the reason for that is, honestly, the resolution. You'd probably be able to tell more clearly if, well, it weren't all CRT TV.
You know, I was trying to actually sing the Ridley theme when we were running away, but the runaway theme actually sounds kind of like the Ridley theme at points. So.
Yeah.
You're right, it kind of does.
It's not like the same. It's not the same melody, but like it has a similar rhythm. So.
Yeah.
Slide. No, wait, no, it's not a slide. It's just an overhead view for some reason. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just a hard light bridge from Portal.
Why does this thing have eyes?
They never really thought this plan through because they didn't ever think about how they were going to leave today.
I like that reaction. Garnet's just like, it's just eyes, let's go.
We've seen weirder things.
I just like they look at it. It's like, this looks like it's a teleporter up to the upper levels. Like, yeah, it looks like it.
How can you tell?
Yeah, we don't know that for sure. We're taking a lot of gambles on this one.
How can I say this?
Just fuck already.
I wanna plow you.
Did we just have a teleportation sex scene?
Well, if you're traveling on the same beam of light, you did just become one.
Ooh my.
Hurry it up along, Amarant.
Amarant's just walking. And so's Kina.
Well, I can understand Kina not really caring what's going on, and Amarant just being too cool to you know, move it. So, yeah. But think about all the Terran food that Kina never got to eat, man. Like that's
No,
depressing.
Kina just said
Kina
she just found no good food here because the genomes don't eat.
Aw.
Yeah. I mean, if they have to nutrientize themselves, they probably just inject nutrient paste through the nose.
I've never heard the word nutrientized.
Well, it's not the same thing as eating.
Yeah.
Oh, do they
The,
try to save all the genomes?
Yeah.
We gotta get all the genomes into the Invincible. I'm
Yeah.
Captain Bosch.
Yeah, what's going to wind up happening is that they pack as many genomes as they can get onto the Invincible. They fly off, and the genomes get dumped on the Black Mages. Because, you know, dolls. Soulless
Aiko
dolls.
says, is she he late again?
Do we ever get
I
an
warp in
explanation
from
for what
bottom
the
of
hell
ship.
Kino was up to, or no?
No.
Oh, Kina just randomly discovered that you could warp in from the bottom of the ship, which is an important function of the Invincible, but none of the others knew how to use it. Kina just discovered it by fucking accident.
Aw, so that
Now-
was that this girl is Kuja 3.0.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
basically. But, this particular character, Mikoto, why is she called Mikoto?
Is that a reference to anything, or?
No, it's just a random Japanese name. Considering that the other two names we have for these people are Zidane, Kuja, and Garland, where, linguistically, how does all this fucking stuff work?
Another planet.
There isn't even a
there you
fucking Asia land on Gaia or Terra.
We don't know that. Hey, I'm sure at some point the Forgotten Continent was at some point Asia. We don't know. We forgot.
Okay, sure. And then Terra just sort of melts away below us. Well, and
Hey, it's a
above
good
us.
thing we know how to control this ship.
What? No! Don't touch that lever! Ah!
Just letting Makoto pilot this thing on the way over here was more dangerous than you'll ever be.
And with that, our little baby pilot leveled up from level 4 to level 5.
And there goes Terra, forever.
Yeah.
Shimmering Island is gone. Hey, but that means we can get the ultimate weapon now.
Yay!
Man, we all really have our priorities in order, don't we?
Damn right.
Well, who cares about Terra at this point?
We saved everything
could-
worth saving.
Yeah, Kuja just blew it to shit.
But these people don't have a home anymore.
Everyone was evacuated just in time. All's well that ends well.
So now what?
Denny's? I'm pretty sure we got some time before Kuja decides to go on Gaia, and oh fuck.
You mean just enough time to do every side quest we forgot about for the entire game?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, something changed, all right. The moment Kuja went off the deep end, the entire planet got covered in mist. Not just the
Again.
mist continent this time, the entire planet. Keep in mind, the Shivering Isle was already far from the mist continent to begin with.
Now the entire planet is covered in mist.
So this is supposed to lead to the Ifa tree, Lifa tree, whatever, being back running again.
Mhm.
Yes.
Is this the end of Disc 3?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Fancy.
And this makes the world very depressing.
It changes its music theme and everything. Just like, actually it's, like Final Fantasy VII after the meteor gets summoned.
Yeah. It also gives the entire world kryptonite fog.